Hey everyone, Codex here. So today what we're gonna do is take a look at Solana and discuss the current trend. Solana has been one of the projects we covered quite a lot in the past year, and we managed to predict the entire move down actually. And so today I want to give you an insight on what I think will happen this year too. So if you guys like the content, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already of course, and make sure to join us in the Telegram channel. So, as I said earlier, Solana has been quite the talk of this YouTube channel throughout 2022. If you've been following us for some time, you surely remember this Twitter post back in March of last year in which we predicted the last relief rally to $140 before the big dump. And we also put out many YouTube videos in which we covered how Solana's trend looks identical to ETH's chart in its previous market cycle. We had Ethereum's pattern as our analogy and we discussed all the similarities. I mean, even the drop rates Ethereum experienced between 2017 and 2019 were pretty close to the ones Solana suffered. We also had a couple of videos elaborating on how overvalued Solana is and how fundamentally weak it is to sustain its high valuation in a bear market. Looking back at it now, we were right because Solana was one of the worst performers last year as its price tanked 97% from top to bottom. Now I do think that the bottom has been set for Solana. $8 seems like the lowest point to me, and those who manage to buy right here will make life-changing money in the next couple of years. I don't think we'll go back down to these low levels. There are no catalysts or reasons for us to revisit Goblin Town again. However, I also can see why the price should go up high now. Solana is currently between two critical levels, the $30 resistance which was our support for quite a long time in the last year, and the $20 support which we've been toying with since mid-January. These two levels are offering a sideways range for us which we could remain in for a very long time. Now, at the beginning of this year, as Bitcoin went up, we had Solana follow the same path and it offered an incredible return in just a couple of weeks. The growth, however, has slowed down a bit for the past month and we've been ranging sideways up and down, testing some key levels. This could be our distribution phase, which is a phase where the growth slows down a bit and the sell-off begins after an extended uptrend. I believe that if we end up going below this support in the next couple of weeks, we might see another heavy sell-off with Sol, as this is our high interest area right now. This support is where we have the buying order set, and if we slip below it, it's going to be quite tough to find an area to bounce off it. Also, I want to emphasize the bull market support band, which we've been trending below since January of last year. Now, we always say that before discussing the bullish theories and bull market rallies, we need to trend above this band at first. And typically, getting rejected within proximity of it is a bearish sign. We have seen that happen twice already, and on both occasions, it ended up horribly. That happened at first here, and Solana went down massively shortly after, and we also had the same exact scenario unfold at the end of last year following the FTX drama. Right now, we are observing a similar pattern. Solana is trying to break above the bull market support band, but the task is a bit tough, and we've been really having a hard time doing so. And so if we can't break above the bull market support band, then we can't even begin talking about a bull market or a bullish phase. In my opinion, if we manage to start closing up, it will be a good indicator that Solana is back on track. Okay, so just to be clear, I do think that we are seeing a distribution phase for the time being, but I do not think that Solana is dead. Last year I was joking around about how this project alongside FTM and Luna will go to zero, and one ended up collapsing, two went down 95 to 97% and were probably the worst performers of last year, but I do not think that Solana is doomed. Retail investors in this space will always have the final say, and apparently Solana will remain a favorite even in the next bull rally. One of the things you should consider before throwing your money on a project is the sort of thinking crypto investors have. It doesn't matter what you think will do well or how strong the project is. If your average Joes don't have a similar perspective as you, and if your reasoning doesn't align with what the gamblers of this asset think, you'll never be able to make money. Investing is driven by emotions, and the cryptocurrency asset has this sort of degenerate investing to it in addition to emotions. High hopes and promises are what pushes a project up or down. Many times we see projects with a lot of utility, but they don't end up doing much, and sometimes we witness projects that barely function, make no money whatsoever, and they end up giving us crazy performances like Aptos, for example. I'm in no way bashing Solana, but all I'm saying is the truth, and I've said this since the peak. The project barely functions. I mean, the number of times we had hourly outages is up the roof. And look, I'm not saying that Solana can go higher or anything. All I'm doing is laying off the facts on the table. Despite all of the crappy things about it, Solana is still viewed as the main competitor to Ethereum. The team keeps making up promises, and whether they deliver or not, it doesn't really matter. I know it sounds cheesy and confusing, but the more promises a project makes and the less they deliver, the higher prices go. This is the psychology of the crypto market, and I haven't been in the space for a month or two to make these things up. I've witnessed many projects do 100x like Thera, Link, BNB, Ethereum, Elrond, Cardano, and several others. And in my path, I've always noticed the more promises, the higher the prices go. As that gives hopes to investors to wait longer. Solana is a good example of that psychology, and therefore I think it will remain with us and it will go back up again to the top when the bull market prevails. So that was about it, everyone, for today. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this. Leave a comment down below if you have any thoughts about Solana specifically. Do you think that the price will go higher or lower? Do you think that we bottomed? Let me know in the comment section. This is what I think we will see in the next few months. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye bye.